Alright. It's a new day, and I feel inspired to read all of this explanatory dialogue. Okay, some of these things we can deploy, but some of these we don't have nearly enough grist for. You mean the jumper block thing? No, we've got enough for that, but it's still pretty expensive. Wait, what? The thing costs 1,000 for me. Yeah, me too. We have 2,000 to work with. Okay. Yeah, me too. And we have 2,000 to work with. Well, 1,998. What? Man, I only got 200 to splash around with in Rose's Rainbow World. What the hell? Oh, how much did Rose start with when she was playing with John? Hang on, I'll ask. Okay. She says 20. I guess we keep getting more with each server-client connection. Yeah, so I guess you can buy everything now. No, I can't buy the holopad thingy in the IntelliBeam laser station. Okay, now I know you're making this shit up. No, they're right here. They cost a fortune. Well, all I got here is the Designings, which I can't deploy because I don't have any purples, and the expensive as hell jumper thing, and the cheap shunts, which I assume do dick and all with jumpers to put, do dick all without the jumpers to put them in. Oh, also the CD, which is 100, but I didn't drop because it seemed like stiff allocation of resources for now. Yeah, I've got that too. I will deploy one. So with each new connection in our player chain, I guess new weird deployables are introduced. Yes, I think that is how it works. When John connects with me, he will probably get some cool new thing too. Hey, look, we're learning stuff. Jade, deploy green and white compact disc. Oh, excuse me. What should I do with these beta copies? I don't really need them anymore. I suppose just hang on to them for a while, and then later, just do whatever you're naturally compelled to do with them. Wow, that was a weird answer, but okay. You take the beta and the CD. Jade, deploy circuit board looking thingy. It was obviously labeled as the jumper block extension. It appears to be deployable only as an extension to the alchemeter. Looks like you're gonna have to move it. Damn, and it looks so nice up there. You expend another relatively affordable 100 build grist units to relocate the alchemeter. You then pay the steep 1,000 build grist to deploy the jumper block extension. Jade, attempt to deploy capture log disk drive. Again, the name of the thing was right there in plain sight. You deploy the punch card shunt for peanuts. Looks like a capture log card is supposed to fit in the slot. Dave, insert card with the CD on the slot. You put the card in the slot and stick the shunt on the jumper pins. Nothing happens. You might need to stick a punched card in there, probably allowing the holes in the card to affect the flow of current through the circuits. And to punch cards, you'll need to get a Designix somehow. Dave, insert disk into computer. Reading disk. Dave, install software. Ah! Plugin detected. Installing Gristor.exe. GrisTorrent is now running. Dave, illegally pirate some of John's shale. You start leeching off of John's shale at a pace of 4G per second. Not the fastest download rate, but then again, you don't need a whole lot. In 1 second, you already collect enough for the Punch Designix. Dave, download a bunch of grist from John. He has plenty. You set the application to leech off John's build grist because he's obviously got too much for his own good. It cuts the download rate in half, however. You guide the heir. Consult with him. Rose, are you there? I went through the gate and Nana said you might be. I went through the gate and Nana said you might be here too. Are you in a kind of the spooky glowy place with oily rivers and stuff? Let me know, okay? I guess one could use those words to describe it, if armed with a predilection for the inept. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what words would you use, Miss Wordy Pants McSmarty blah? Eerily iridescent. I certainly don't see any oily rivers. There's an ocean, though. I haven't found an ocean yet, but I don't know, this place is really big. It's like a whole planet down here. Oh man, which reminds me, I just got hounded by a troll. Yes, one of them is bugging me now. I thought it was odd timing. Yeah, well, they say they want to be friends. Also, they're playing Spur, but not like the same session as ours or something. Oh, also, they're moving backwards in time, which sounds really stupid, but whatever, I guess. Color my curiosity piqued, I suppose. Yeah, well, I guess answer him if you want or not. But anyway, it's great you made it here alive and stuff. So Dave came through? Eventually. Pardon the envy I'm about to vent in your direction. For what? For finding yourself at the mercy of a rational orchestrator. Oh, yeah, I'd feel kind of weird if Dave was watching me too. You don't feel weird when I watch you? Rose, I feel weird when you're just talking to me. When you're watching me, it's just like the weird frosting on this big weirdo cake. I can't see you now, for what it's worth. Yes, I'm free! Okay, I'm gonna go all over this river and through these woods. You talk to your troll, I guess. We'll compare notes later. Okay. Bye, John. Who is this bothering you? Gallows Calibrator began trolling Tentacle Therapist. Hey, Lalande, stop crying in your mom's beverage. She hates you and has left you forever. Hehe. Now I'm confused. On the surface, this appears to be another contrivance from a troll desperate to offend, but John said that you want to be friends with us. If you knew me, I suppose your remark could be construed as a ploy to elicit agreement, and soon rapport. Not that it would actually work. God, you really do talk too much. So which is it? Ooh, your text smells good. Is that lavender? You smell words. You don't? Right. Aliens. I forgot. Yes, it's easy to forget, given our rapport, and how much we really have in common. I forgot that you humans actually communicate with speech instead of releasing clouds of fragrant gases and smelling each other's sentences. Gross. You're so gullible. You'll believe anything I tell you. Of course we talk, dummy. I'm still not sure if I'm being courted or trolled here. I'm going to go with the latter. I hate you all quite a bit, but I think the others will eventually realize that it'll be mutually beneficial for us all to work together. And they'll probably be all friendly like later on. By later on, you mean now? Yes, that's probably what John was hearing, and maybe they'll even meet it and want to be friendly. But I intend to stay pissed at you forever, even if I seem helpful. Then you're in luck, because you don't. No, but I will be. The fact that I will be helpful is an immutable fact. I am stating for the record. It does not mean friendship is what is taking place here. John was told you were moving backwards through time. Was he gullible to believe this? Or is the fact that I'm asking you just further indication of my own gullibility? Feel free to continue shifting the definition of the word to suit your convenience. We haven't even been talking to you for long, like a few minutes from my perspective. If there are some of us who decided to start talking to you at this end of your adventure right off the bat, instead of at the beginning like what's logical, then that's their stupid business. I'm staying linear, cause weird time shit gives me a headache. Oh, also, it's pointless. Alright, let's continue milking my human gullibility, and say I believe you. You're the sensible one who's decided to communicate with us in a linear lockstep with our timeline in order to help us out. How can you help me? You just entered your medium, right? Yes. Okay. Does it seem like there's a subtle voice in your head urging you to do things? Yes. It's not so subtle, really. Yes! For me, too, it was more loud and clear than for the others. You see, we are meant to be best hate friends forever. A beautiful soul grudge this cosmic was surely authored by the constellations. They all thought I was crazy, but it turns out we all were in our own ways that helped us realize the particular destinies the game put together for us, in the vocabulary of, like, the hyper-flexible mythology it tailors to each player group. You mean, for instance, if a player were to learn that she was a seer? Yeah, exactly. Seer of mind, page of breath, knight of blood, maid of time, etc., etc., etc. 12 for us, but obviously only 4 for you. Every session is different. And this voice. Oh, yeah, it's an exile. Exiled from what? It took us forever to figure this out, because they aren't meant to be an obvious aspect of the game. They're on your dead planet, just like they're on ours, years after its reckoning. Their role is to help you in your quest in some ways. The obvious way is by directly guiding your actions, but maybe the more important ways are these little things they do probably without even realizing it. Actions that complete loops in the timeline. Cogs in paradox space. Paradox space? Oh hell, listen, the universe will eat paradoxes for breakfast, and so will this game. Get used to it. By now you should realize this whole mess was a big self-fulfilling clusterfuck. A huge orgiastic Mobius double reach around. I think I'm starting to see that. So the exiles are on Earth. Does that mean our goal is to get back there too? To resurrect it somehow? No. See, ironically, they get to do that. After they're done helping you, that is. Your job is of greater consequence, to say the least, but part of their job is to rebuild life and civilization there. And if they're successful, in thousands or millions of years, the technology is unearthed and the planet is ripe for seeding all over again. You never answered the question. Where were they exiled from? From the 2 kingdoms in the Incipisphere, expatriated during the Reckoning, former agents. What are agents? I think this will be more constructive if I contact you again in a little while when you know more and I don't have to explain so much. When? In a couple of seconds. From me. But not for you, sucker. Meanwhile, the past pulls a mean double reach around. Hey, happy birthday, Jade. Thank you, John. Whew, okay, I got your present in the mail just in time. Plus, I sent Rose and Dave's too. Why do your guys' birthday get to be all bunched together like that? You're running me ragged. I know, but it is nice of you to think of us all like that. I can't wait for you to see what I got. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it'll help you solve those problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink. I'm sure it'll be great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot about how long it takes you to get stuff. Ugh. John, that's okay, really. I'm sure it will get to me exactly when it needs to, and it'll be a nice surprise when it does. Okay, well, I hope so. Ugh, hold on. Ghosty Trickster. So this is before he changed his chump handle. Carcinogeneticist began trolling Garden Gnostic. Wait, goddammit, don't block me. I mean, not that blocking me would do anything, but just please listen. What do you want? I just have to deliver a message, and then I'll go. It's a message from you, so you probably ought to listen. This is nonsense. Every time I believe something you say, you laugh at me and call me a gullible human. It's so childish. Okay, fine. I admit it. I completely shit the bed here. I get that. And I can't promise I won't keep trolling you, because I will, in weeks or months or whatever. I'll keep giving you a hard time, but that won't be present me. That's past me from like half an hour ago or so, when I was more hot and bothered about all this stuff, okay? I don't know what you're talking about at all. It's another prank. Whatever. Fine. Think it's a prank. As long as you remember this conversation. See, we're trying to talk to you in the future, and it's important, but you won't answer us. So we talk to you way in the future to ask how to get in touch with you. And with not so future you. Are you following? Not at all. She said talk to you now and tell you this. You know your robot? You mean the robot you think is stupid? The one you've mocked me for having on a number of occasions? Yeah, well, I still think your robot is stupid, but that's beside the point. Later on, it'll blow up for some reason. It doesn't matter why. This is the worst prank you've ever pulled. Shut up. Anyway, when it happens, you won't know what to do. The thing to do is to call us, and we'll tell you what to do. Why should I do this? Because that's what you told us to tell you. Whatever. Believe me, don't believe me. I did my job. I'm out of here. Okay, I'm back. I had to tell someone to go away. Oh god, the trolls again? Yep. They've been such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there's so many. There are like 50 of these idiots, or it's one guy with a lot of alt accounts. I've never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird. But it seems to me like they're probably all different people, and not one guy. I have counted 12. What do they want with us? Some people just like to needle others for reasons, John. It's like a game, I guess. They're like pranksters. Oh, hell no. They're the shittiest pranksters ever. But I think they are mostly harmless. Every so often, they manage to get through my block filter and harass me. It's been going on for years. Actually, some of them are kind of funny, I think. Oh, wow. Years? Well, I'm sick of them. Kind of thinking of changing my pester chump handle to throw them off. So, I guess I'm going to do that. Ugh. The package from your pen pal appears again. You've been wondering when it was going to show up. It's been months since you last worked on it. Hopefully your friend has made the final modifications you require. You'll have to mail it soon, so it reaches John in time. Gallows Calibrator began trolling Ghosty Trickster. Hee Ugh. What? Lol. Well, I guess you're not too bad a troll if this is all you do, just laughing and stuff. John, why would you laugh at a blind girl? You have no idea how much you disgust me. You're a total disgrace to the field of ectobiology. If we ever meet, I'm gonna cut your throat and listen to you bleed while I smell you die. You think it's time to change your chum handle? To what, though? Gotta be something they'll never suspect. What was that thing she said? You were a disgrace, too? You've kind of a hard time reading this shitty leet speak in spite of your awesome hacker cred. Hee. Parcel mistress? Follow the agent. You have followed the authority regulator into enemy territory. It's a risky move, and this dark place makes you very uncomfortable, but it is imperative you press on and recover that parcel. You've brought along a parking citation. If confronted, you will say you're only here to deliver payment and leave. You have no idea where you're going. You're too nervous to ask anyone. You take a turn somewhere and find an especially regal-looking red carpet. You wonder where it could possibly lead. Oh boy. I have this parking ticket. The Black Queen directs you to the office of the Archagent. He's in charge of most of the tedious paperwork around here. Rose, I must leave now. This is the last you will hear from me. Find your sprite. Realize your purpose. You return to a more typical mindset. You suddenly feel empowered to make important decisions on your own without supervision, parental or otherwise. Rose, sip martini thoughtfully. Such as this one. Just a tiny sip couldn't hurt. Bleh. Fourth exile, suddenly appear. A windswept questant suddenly appears. Peregrine Mendicant. Command John to put the carved tablet into a Pyxis. You follow the command telling you to command John to put the carved tablet in the Pyxis, and type, John, put the carved tablet into the Pyxis. You successfully do that, and he successfully does that too. Everyone is friendly and cooperative. What the hell was that? It almost sounded like a huge egg appeared in the sky and landed, and then someone mysterious teleported out of it. Parcel Mistress. Locate the Archagent. You find the Archagent's office, but he's nowhere to be found. You eye something on the desk there. Parcel Mistress, grab the box and run. If you act quickly enough, maybe you can grab the package and get out of here before... Can I help you? Mr. Noir tells you that ticket had better be notarized and punched in triplicate, and presented with a full $1 penalty, plus processing fees, or you're wasting valuable time he could otherwise spend shirking his clerical duties. Ticket? Oh, this thing? Look at that! You're holding a ticket. How did you get that in your hand? It belongs on the desk with the others. No, you're not here to pay a parking ticket. You explain to the frightening man that you're here to pick up the green parcel. Jack makes it clear that he would rather stab something to death than process the avalanche of paperwork needed to release the confiscated freight. Also, any legit courier would have the pickup forms ready to go, in spite of how he's supposed to be dressed now, but isn't. He ain't nobody's fool. But perhaps an understanding can be reached. He gives you a hit list. Bring him the crowns, and he'll give you the box. Jack, examine the package. The parcel mistress departs with her mission of double agency. You wonder if she'll actually be foolish enough as to attempt to uphold her end of the lopsided bargain. You make a policy of handing out a Regis sword and a hit list to just about everyone who enters your office, but you never think anyone's actually going to go through with it. You wish you could watch. She's a dead woman walking. You wonder why she's so desperate to acquire this package. What could be inside? Jack, open it. Dave, punch some cards. You've leached more than enough grist from John to afford a punch to Xynex, which for some reason Jade put in the hallway, making it kind of hard to walk through your apartment, but whatever. You also have plenty of grist for messing around with the alchemitor to manufacture some new gear if you want, but you'd like to figure out what the jumper block does first. Jade keeps dropping a weird assortment of objects for you to capture-log and punch. You've given up trying to identify any rhyme or reason to the thought process behind it. Dave, put a punched card in a shunt. You put the punched blender card in a shunt just for the hell of it, and stick it to the jumper pins. The alchemitor is fitted with the blender upgrade. This upgrade doesn't seem all that useful. Looks like all it does is grind up your totems. Dave, use a punched Game Bro magazine card. The alchemitor is upgraded with a huge metal bust of this awesome bro. The device has been reduced to an utterly useless heap of shit. Time to yank out all these shunts and start over. Jade, draw the punch to Xynex. Your inscrutable thought process leads you to draw the punch to Xynex on your scribble pad. The pad recognizes the drawing, but there's no Xynex around, and even if there was, it would obviously be too big to capture log. Instead, the ghost image of the Xynex is captured, along with its capture code on the back. Jade, send the code to Dave. Dave, here, punch this code. And then put it in the jumper shunt thing and see what it does. Okay. Dave, punch code and put it in the jumper shunt thingy. So I guess this is just a built-in Xynex, which is sort of cool, I guess, since I won't have to go downstairs and bang the hallway door into the thing and squeeze through every time I want to punch a card. Because of course, you couldn't have just put it next to the alchemitor in the first place. But then I have to go downstairs anyway to make totems and cruxite and stuff, so really, who cares? Well, I think this is the only way to consolidate all the gizmo features. Hang on, I'll give you some more codes. Jade, draw the holopad. You don't have nearly enough grist to deploy the holopad, whatever it does, but maybe you can get it as a freebie upgrade to the alchemitor. Looks like it worked. You love your scribble pad. Dave, upgrade Alchemitor with holopad. The totem pedestal is converted into a holographic projector. It projects an image of the item the punch code represents. This seems useful for previewing an item, what item a code will produce, without spending the grist on it. You test it out with the Blender card, but it still renders the Alchemitor unusable, at least without further upgrades. Draw the totem lathe. You capture the lathe ghost image and apply the upgrade. Now the holopad projects a hologram of the totem that a punch card will create. This appears to turn the Alchemitor into a one-stop shopping hub. You just punch a card, stick it in, and get your item. Very nice. Jade, draw the jumper block. You get the code for the jumper block extension to upgrade the Alchemitor with the jumper block extension. It's kind of a crappy drawing, but it seems to have worked anyway. Dave, upgrade. This is getting a little abstract, but it appears to economize on space. Now all you have to do is stick a card in a slot to apply an upgrade. Don't have to bother with the shunts anymore. Jade, draw the IntelliBeam laser station. This thing looks kind of complicated. Damn it! Gundammed. Dave, capture log the enlarger. You grab the enlarger from your dismantled photography lab. Dave, upgrade. You apply the enlarger upgrade. Jade, draw air conditioner on roof. You ghost capture the huge air conditioner and give Dave the code to mess around with. Dave, make an air conditioning unit. Size of the object you make is now variable. The bigger, the more expensive, as one would expect. You make a tiny air conditioner. This was totally not a waste of time. John, find the car. You find your father's car near the base of the rock pillar. It is surrounded by caution tape for some reason. You're reminded to be cautious. You cautiously inspect the vehicle. To no one's surprise but yours, the package and the game are missing. Someone's bugging you. John, it's me again. Who? Oh, that's right, the lead speaking blind one. Go away. John, don't make fun of my handicap. Which one, the blindness or the lead speak? I'm sensitive about both. Sorry. You can make it up to me by letting me help you. Wow, you drive a hard bargain. But, no. Before you keep typing more stupid O's in that word, just listen and do what I say. You know you're going to eventually anyway, because you're a nice guy and kind of a total weenie pushover. Yeah, well, you're a huge... Man, whatever, what do you want? I'm motivated by self-interest to help you advance more quickly, because I've got your whole adventure right here in front of me. Do you have a braille screen or something? Shush! Anyway, the point is, it's long and boring, and you could stand to skip some steps. I don't really understand. You can see my whole future there, right? By just scrolling around on some computer thing that lets you pick what time you talk to me? How can you be bored How can you be bored by my long, boring future? Why don't you just scroll around and do and go wherever you want, like the other weirdos are doing? Okay, I can do that, and I am. I guess what I really mean is, I just want to mess with you. Oh, okay, that sounds really great and helpful. I mean, messing with the timeline. My friends all think that you can't really change anything. That your timeline we're chat hopping around is set in stone, no matter what we say or when we say it. And they're probably right, but I don't care. I want to mess with it and taste what happens. Sounds dumb, but if it means you're going to help me, then go ahead and help me, I guess. Let's get you off to the gate first. It's not far. I sniffed out a map of your planet. Well, you've got a map? Where'd you get it? John, we are so much better than you in every respect. It's ridiculous. Can I have it? It's huge and mostly irrelevant. Let me draw you a small section of it to show you where to go. Okay. Gallows Calibrator sent Ectobiologist the file go here, John, .gif. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the worst crap I've ever seen. What am I looking at here? It's the best I can do. Okay, sorry, but it's useless. What's with these colors? I picked the ones that smell nice. Couldn't you just, like, crop the world map? I thought you guys were the best. Shut up, my map is fine. Look, it's not even that far away. I'll lead you there to it. It's a big pipe. You jump in, the wind will take you to the gate. It's a shortcut. You mean the breeze? Yeah, whatever. Let's get moving, John. Are you ready to fuck up the timeline? Sure. Rose, Strife. Chalk, Imp. Marble, Imp. Lime, Ogre. Inject needles into eyeballs. Rose, knit the scarf. Ride the ogre. Rose, answered Dave. Oh, if you don't kill the ogre, it makes a great raft. Shades of Shardy Fernandez. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, good. One conversation at a time, please. I'm building up your house. By the way, why do you live in this weird compound? Do you host East European industrial raves? Never mind. The point is, I'm out of grist. So if you're done whipping the ogre like a rented mule, maybe you can convert it into a grist windfall? Right now? The spoils would simply sink. I don't know. Beach the thing first, I guess, unless you were planning on sailing that ogre down the Mississippi with a runaway slave. And then what? What do you mean? You kill it, release a shitload of grist, maybe take one of the needles and puncture the base of its skull. Does it even have a skull? Or a brainstem? You could find out. That sounds malicious. What? But you just rigged the thing with an Oedipal harness and rode its torso like a log flume ride down a magical rainbow. That was just self-defense. Murdering a wounded behemoth in its sleep strikes me as unseemly. This is bullshit. It's an unfeeling monster. Who gives a fuck? Maybe you could replicate a pillow I could use to smother it. Make it a clean hit. I would use one of mine, but they've all mysteriously gone missing. Wow, fuck, okay. You can either kill it for the loot or wait a couple hours for Gristhorn to steal more of John's. But then again, I'll be pretty busy in a couple hours to make up your mind. Does John know you've been sapping his grist yet? No, but he's still got a ton, so fuck him. Hold on, someone's messaging me. Yeah, me too. Dave, answer the troll. Greymock's Eliotrix began trolling Turntech Godhead. You command the seer, so you may have some insight into her disposition. Who? The one who is a little snooty? Oh, yeah, sure. I command her all right. Like the Pimp Master Hustle Daddy and all the snippy book shrews. That is an exotic title. I thought you were the knight. Wrong. What do you want? Have you found her demeanor to be chilly on a basis of personal interaction that hypothetically extends beyond the context of a short-lived and lackluster trolling effort? What the fuck? I thought your familiarity with her may allow you to furnish me insight. She and you are familiar, isn't that right? And she perhaps even regards you with some endearment. You have no idea, dude. She's in my grill, like a stray hot dog that rolled down there, and now it's too much trouble to fish out with the tongue, so you just watch it like crank and turn black. Is this a common sort of practice in human courtship? Watching oblong meat products tumble into places they don't belong? Man, wait, what's this about? You have a thing for her, don't you? Don't deny it, bro, it's obvious. Am I being accused of falling prey to the human dysfunction of amorous inclination? So terrible. What a transparent dodge. All hiding behind your alien shit. Just admit it. You want me to help you win her over? I just would like to gather some means of gauging her sincerity. Okay, well that's easy. For everything she says, take her to mean just the opposite. See, not everyone always means literally what they say, the way John and Jade always do. Maddening. How do humans forge meaningful relationships using such communication patterns? Perhaps it is the human riddle that is truly the ultimate riddle. Oh my flipping Christ. Okay, if you want Rose to dig you, you gotta leave that crap in the shitty sci-fi novels where it belongs. It was not a sincere remark. I've been practicing your human sarcasm. Oh, okay. Then that was pretty good. Maybe even too deadpan, but it's a start. Keep at it. Very well. I am beginning to feel as though I am the only one working on our friendship. Yes, you're on a roll. That was sincere. Oh, alright, look. If you want to keep her attention, you gotta pull out all the stops. Reverse psychology, mind games, all sorts of Machiavellian bullshit. I mean, unless you're really smooth and inherently likable, like me, which you are not. Then keep saying the opposite things. That's kind of the obtuse alien way of getting it, but yeah. Be like an antagonism ninja, like her. I don't know, you sort of remind me of her anyway, so maybe that's a good thing. It could be a horrible thing, though. It sounds like you are advising me to troll her again, which I've tried. It proved to be a fruitless endeavor. Yeah, I guess I am. I guess I'm saying, be a less shitty troll. Okay, I believe I understand how to proceed. Good luck, bro. Rose, answer your troll. We will continue this later.